Good day, YouTube. This is J Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on FuelCell. I've talked about them a couple times here on the channel, and time for an update. And again, this is FuelCell, ticker FCEL. And here's a look at what they've done over the last year. So, like a lot of other stocks, down over 60%. Here's a look at the last 3 months, down almost 2%, so it's been in that $6 range for quite a while. Here in the last month, it's up actually 41%, 42%, so that's kind of would have been a good time to get in. In the past week, it's up over 20%, and here's a look at today. So it looks like it had the run up here, and it's coming down a little bit, so it's been kind of flat here for the last 2 days, basically. I have 5 shares here at a cost basis of $7.92. I have more of this one in retirement, and I'm probably in the red on that account as well, so I don't have much here in Robinhood. But if you don't know much about FuelCell, they design, development, production, construction, and servicing of high-temperature fuel cells for clean electric power generation. Founded in 1969, volume of 8.96 million, average volume of 29.33 million, with a $2.5 billion market cap, 52-week low of $3.40, 52-week high of $18.60. Here's a look at their ratings, 82% hold, so that's pretty much what I'm doing with it. Actually have been doing, holding for quite a while. And here's a look at their earnings. Estimated was at negative 5 cents a share, and they hit 4 cents, negative 4 cents a share. So here's a look at where I bought mine back at $7.92, and looks like I sold some of this one as well, so don't remember that. So maybe it was trading it at one point in time. Here's the last time I bought, on December 9th of 2020 for $7.92. So, looks like I actually did this backwards. So bought and sold there at $3.03. Don't know why I got back into it or sold out of it in the first place, but kind of interesting. Must have made sold it right at what I bought it for, and then it started taking off, so maybe I got back into it, had FOMO on it, I don't know, but that's what not to do. So there you go. Can't be perfect, so my name's not the perfect YouTube channel, so it's falling forward, so we fall forward instead of backwards, so there you go. But over here on Microsoft Bing, currently showing it as a hold with a 1-year price target of $5.14, and it's already at $6.94, so take that for what it's worth. But the only information that I could find, but I do have a couple articles about earnings that they reported yesterday, with a loss of $40.6 million in the fiscal first quarter. So I got a couple articles, and we'll see if they're all the same or if they slightly vary. But the Danbury, Connecticut-based company said it had a loss of 11 cents per share. Losses adjusted for non-recurring costs were 4 cents per share. The results met Wall Street expectations. The average estimate of 5 analysts surveyed by Zacks Investment Research was also for a loss of 4 cents per share. FuelCell power plant maker posted revenue of $31.8 million in the period, which topped street forecasts. 4 analysts surveyed by Zacks expected $26.1 million. So again, loss decreases but misses estimates, and this is just out on the 10th. So their earnings totaled minus $41.42 million, or minus 11 cents per share. This compares to minus $46.76 million, or minus 15 cents per share in the last year's first quarter. So doing a little bit better, but the stock is still struggling, so that's to be expected where they're still showing losses. So company's revenue for the quarter rose 113.7% to $31.80 million from $14.88 million last year. So a definite increase. Top's revenue estimates. Quarterly loss of 4 cents per share, in line with the Zacks consensus estimate. This compares to a loss of 6 cents per share a year ago. These figures are adjusted for non-recurring items. A quarter ago, it was expected that this fuel cell power plant maker would post a loss of 2 cents per share when it actually produced a loss of 7 cents, delivering a surprise of minus 250%. FuelCell, which belongs to Zacks Alternative Energy, other industry, posted revenues of $31.8 million for the quarter ended on January 2022, surpassing the Zacks consensus estimate of 21.77%. This compares to a year ago revenues of $14.88 million. The company has topped the consensus revenue estimates 2 times over the last 4 quarters. What's next for FuelCell? So it has outperformed the market so far this year. The question that comes to investors' mind is what's next for the stock? There are no easy answers to the key question, but one reliable measure that can help investors address this is the company's earnings outlook. Not only does this include current consensus earnings expectations for the coming quarter, but also how these expectations have changed lately. So we'll just have to wait and see what this year brings for them if you're going to stay in the stock. So, and again here on Yahoo Finance, revenues of $31.8 million compared to $14.9, gross loss of $2.9 compared to $3.6, loss of operations. So again, kind of some of the same information. So. But they're a global leader decarbonizing power and producing hydrogen through our proprietary state-of-the-art fuel cell platforms to enable a world empowered by clean energy. Today reported financial results for the quarter. So maybe this year with gas prices being up what they are, and I don't see them going down in the too near future, maybe not until fall. Maybe this one will go up. I don't know. Maybe it'll stay where it's at. Maybe it'll go down. Maybe it'll have a bigger loss. So hard to say on that one. So that's something I don't know enough about between this one and gas prices, how that would be affected. That's something I would have to study. So just throwing that out there. But what's going on with fuel cell energy shares today? This was yesterday. So again, probably kind of some of the same information. FuelCell said that first quarter revenue increased 114%, but they're still showing a loss, so that just blows my mind how they're... I don't know how long a company could sustain losses for that long. That would be another question, but... So 2022 Investor Day on March 16th, the company said it will discuss the market opportunities that its solutions address and focus on the evolution of the company over the next several years. So we'll just have to wait and see what that holds. So the 52-week range from 339 to 1860. So I suppose if you wanted to trade this one, you could. I don't know if I would recommend it, but again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice. You'd have to figure that out for yourself. So it's up 59% in the last month. It's tough making gains in the current market environment, but I'm cautiously optimistic that we have seen the bottom. Maybe we have. So I think we've seen the bottom on a lot of stocks, and some of them are starting to come up, but some of them I still question. So over here on MSN Money, currently showing it as a hold, and Tip Ranks currently as a hold as well. But that's all that I have on FuelCell. You can see what it's doing here today, so maybe we're going to hit a new bottom, but 678, and low of today is 680, so that needs to be updated. But that's all that I have on FuelCell. If you have this one, go ahead and list it in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information you'd like to share, and if you think this one's a POS or if you're still holding it, whatever you want to comment, it's always welcome. Just don't don't be too negative or too dirty with the comments, but I've ran into that in the past. But and if there's any other stocks out there you want me to make a video on, I'd be happy to take a look at that and do that for you as well. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is Jay Money, following Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.